Good evening, and again, it is March 27th, 2022. It is DP from Alpha Traders, as we do every Sunday night. We bring you the market outlook for the week. Reviewing last week, we had gone over semis and how they might be the play of the week, and they absolutely were. NVIDIA ripper off that. ES, nice balance. It ripped earlier in the week, got into a nice balance at the end of the week, so that was good to see. And now we kind of have, we're coming to the point where we have to make a decision and see where the market wants to take us. So let's dig right in. Let's go with ES here. Let's remove our old drawings here. As you can see, as we talked about last Sunday right here, we actually had, we started dropping, but then the ripper continued as we went up. We finally took 3 days of balance to finally get us to get it, that one fill over trend day. And now we're flagging out again to see ultimately what we're going to do. Now, to me, this is a bit of a topping pattern in this. It was a good, I guess you could call it a W. It's a little ugly of one, but in theory, you could really say that. There's some order flow areas over here, obviously at 45.87. This could be a triple top breakthrough. Could happen. I actually don't see it, though. I think the market, we've been in this bracket for a while, as you can see, this 41.30 to 45.80 bracket here. And I think that's a pretty good area for the market to kind of be in base here after the big sell-off. It's really important to understand that this sell-off was, this was the interest rates, really it was this right here. This was the beginning when they first heard, the insiders heard of the rate raise, and then they brought it down. Then everybody was unprepared for it, so we got to rip back up, got to rip back one more time to all-time highs, and then obviously we just tanked from there once they announced the actual rip the interest rate raise after the new year. So now we're down here in this area. It's fallen off. It's not that bad though if you really look at it. Like that's really your trough, if you will. They've tried to break it down a couple times. You could even say this if you really want to go down. But I think for me, we're topping out here. To me, this looks like classical higher lows, and I think what they want to do here before they take it all the way, if you look at it that way, that's the big breakout, right? Arbitrary lines, love arbitrary lines that we make up and then we put it out there. But I think ultimately it's going to turn into something like this. And it might trend up a little bit and have a day above and then come back down on Monday. But I would think this is the start of some weakness. And I actually think we start riding down to about 43.80, this area right here. I think this would be a really good area to take on some longs. 43.80 here. This area. And the only reason I say 43.80 is just this. There's a lot of movement here for break even for a lot of people. And I think if we get to that break even, I think some shorts are going to capitulate and they're going to say, okay, it's time to run it back up. But 43.80 to 43.50, I think is realistic this week. It might do something where if we can zoom in here a little more. To me, I just think this area, it's 43.81 technically is where I have an order flow pivot here. And obviously it doesn't have to kill it every time, but I do think that we're going to get to the point where this is just a little much, and then we just go test this 44.40 just to start for the week. I think ultimately, if they really want to sell it, they'll get it down to 43.82, which that's what I'm saying. I think this is just a good area right here, 43.82, to have a good long. It just breaks this flag a little bit. You're right around the middle of a mini uptrend. Just take some of the fluff out, I guess you could say. Take some of the run up out, pull it down, get a day or two here, maybe Friday, where we're down here Thursday, and then we can run it up on Friday. Start the move back to getting over 45.87 and onto 47.34 here, and then ultimately 4,800 is maybe a little ambitious, but I think 47 for sure. I think this 47.43 is a good area. I would think 47.50 we can call it. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got 4,800. It would not surprise me, but I think that's this 4,750 area. Maybe it's 4,720. They don't get as high. They get maybe to here ultimately for next week. So just something to keep an eye on. We're net short. AlphaTraders.com. Hit that like, hit that sub. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody, all the love. Hopefully we're helping you out. We come to you every Sunday on YouTube, and come join us. Hang out with us. We were eight straight days green. It was a beautiful thing.